Welcome back. The University of Toledo is expanding opportunities for teachers and students to explore American history and civics. Joining us now is Dr. Jonathan Culp from the Institute of Constitutional Thought and Leadership to tell us more. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about the Institute, what you all do.
So the Institute of American Constitutional Thought and Leadership, which is a mouthful, we just usually call it the Institute, okay, is one of 5 civic centers created by the Ohio legislature back in 2023. We were the first. And our mission is to improve civic life in the region. We do it by teaching students, having public programming on important topics for the public, and then also through professional development opportunities for teachers.
Okay, and you just finished up a week's worth of teaching teachers, right?
Yep. Well, that's the way you help form the future, is by teaching the teachers. So yeah, we had 2 concurrent programs. One of them was funded by the Department of Education, and the other one is in partnership with the Jack Miller Center. We spent a week with over 40 teachers, taking them through a boatload of primary texts from the American founding, and then also talking to them about how to bring that knowledge into the classroom and share with their students.
This is a big year for that, isn't it? The 250th is coming up in a few days.
Yeah, just a few days. I know, it's hard to believe. You know, I think if you could resurrect some of the founding generation, they would be pleasantly surprised that we actually lasted this long. And so it's a wonderful thing to celebrate, and it's a great opportunity to go back and think about the principles that formed us as a nation and think about the work that we still have to do and how those principles can inform us in doing that work.
Yeah, so what are some of the things that you all touched on this past week?
Yeah, so obviously a big part of it was the Declaration of Independence and working through, you know, what does it mean to say that we're all created equal, that we have unalienable natural rights? What is liberty? How do you achieve liberty in a community of people who then, as now, oftentimes disagree about things? So the Declaration, and then how that gets translated into the Constitution, into a form of government, separation of powers, all the stuff that, you know, people have heard of, but oftentimes don't fully appreciate.
Sure, and I think maybe we learned a little bit of it when we were younger, but you know, how much do we still remember or retain?
Right.
And you also have a great partnership with Oxford, right?
Yeah, with Pembroke College at Oxford, and we are getting ready in about a month to send our second group of students to Oxford. We did this last summer for the first time. So they go over to Pembroke College for 2 weeks. They study with professors from America, Toledo professors, and British professors. They learn about the American founding. They actually reenact the Constitutional Convention, which was it was really interesting to see those students debate those issues and really get inside of them. And then for a handful of students, they will come out of the program working in what's called the Quill Project, which is a project for digitizing constitutions. And so we have a group of students who are working on digitizing the 1912 Ohio Constitutional Convention. So some other students will be trained to do that work as well this summer, and then we'll continue it through the school year.
So to have that in digital form.
Yes, and searchable, so you can see like, okay, where did that part of the Constitution come from? Who proposed it? What kind of debates did they have about it? And even things like getting little biographies of who the various participants were.
So important work, for sure.
Yes, very much.
How do people get involved with your institute? Is it you kind of have to be a teacher or a student, or how does that work? Yeah,
well, I mean, it depends. I mean, you know, University of Toledo students can take courses with us, but as I said, we have public events. We have multiple public events every semester. Probably the best way to find out about those is to go to our website, which is utoledo.edu/institute/constitution, and you can sign up for our newsletter there. We have usually about 3 public events a semester, plus a few things here and there. So that's the best way to be involved if you are a member of the public. If you're a teacher, again, signing up for the newsletter is a good way, but we also, you know, you can find us on all the socials.
Do you think it's been, as you said, I guess the Institute is still relatively new.
Yes, yeah, quite.
So how do you think things are going?
They're going great. You know, I mean, because the legislature recently created a civic literacy requirement for college students. And so a very important part of our mission is to make sure that students are able to have access to high quality classes that give them the knowledge and the skills that civic literacy requirement is designed to foster.
Yeah, I think it's great to be able to go back and look at 250 years and actually be able to know what you're talking about. Right?
Yeah. Well, and as William Faulkner said, you know, the past isn't dead, it's not even past, right? Like these principles, they might have been formulated 250 years ago, but they had a history before that, and they have a long future ahead of them.
All right, well, really interesting stuff. There you go, the University of Toledo's Institute of Constitutional Thought and Leadership, doing some good things. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely.